Today's challenge has many components, but this new truth about God is well worth your efforts.
Hey guys, I'm Alex, and this is Craig.
Hey!
The Bible tells us about a man who lived a long time ago named Gideon, and how God used him to save the Israelites. You see, the Israelites started doing some pretty bad things after they moved into the Promised Land.
Nah.
Well, not quite like that. More like disobeying God and even worshiping idols.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yep, and eventually God allowed the Midianites, another group of people, to take over the Israelites, and boy did they. Those Midianites ruled over everyone,
I'm a bad ruler.
destroyed their crops, and even attacked them. Things were starting to get so bad that the Israelites had no choice but to cry out to God.
Oh, God!
No, they didn't cry at God, they cried out to God to ask him for his help.
Oh, God, help!
Well, God heard these cries and knew it was time to come to their rescue. But he wasn't going to do it himself.
Nuh-uh.
He was going to use a man named Gideon.
Gideon.
At first, Gideon thought this had to be wrong. He wasn't sure how God was going to use him to do something so big, but he knew that God is always right, so he trusted him and got to work. To get started, Gideon built a huge army of over 30,000 soldiers.
I'll take you and you and you and you and you and you and you.
You got them all?
And you. Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, though, God didn't want the Israelites to think they could win this battle without his help. So he told Gideon to announce, those who tremble with fear can turn back.
Bye.
So many of the soldiers decided to leave, like 22,000 of them.
22,000?
But even with 10,000 soldiers left, God thought that there were still too many.
What?
He told Gideon to send all of them down to the river to get a drink of water. The ones who drank water with their hands like dogs could stay, but the rest of them, the guys who knelt down to drink, they had to go. That left Gideon with only 300 people. But Gideon trusted God and knew that he was on their side. God told Gideon exactly what he needed to do to defeat his enemies. He had Gideon divide the soldiers into 3 groups and gave them all weapons. No, not like those kind of weapons.
Oh,
God told Gideon to give them all trumpets, empty jars, and torches.
wait. What am I supposed to do with these?
Just wait for it. Then, in the middle of the night, the army surprised the Midianites by blowing their trumpets, smashing their jars, and holding up their torches. The Midianites were so scared that they ran, crying as they fled.
Why did they come here everywhere?
Gideon and his army won the battle that night and rescued the Israelites from the Midianites.
Yes.
There are many times when Gideon could have thought God was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
An army going from 30,000 to only 300? Pick the guys from the battle on how they drink their water? And take a few trumpets, torches, and jars with you? Sounds crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, because Gideon trusted that God was right and he did what God told him to do, they won the battle.
Yes.
We can remember that his plans are perfect and that God is always right.
Bye-bye.